It is Saturday, January 20th, and you are watching You Don't Watch Sports right here on the Feo Grande YouTube network. I am Bill Smith, but more importantly, the man with me, the man, the myth, the legend, Feo Grande himself, Omari Ellis.
Thank you.
Omari, how was your sports week?
Thank you very much, Bill. As a Panthers fan, not the best. Continue to get laughed at. However, as a fan of sports in general, I got to laugh at some others. So, it evens out.
No rumors of Bill Belichick interviewing in your city.
Thank goodness.
All right, but hey, you know what? We are actually going to make it an all NFL week because this is the most important time of the year for the NFL, and it is the most important sport. So you need to know about it because that's what's going on in every bar across the USA these next few weeks. We're going to get it started with what happened last weekend to get you caught up on who's playing this weekend. Omari,
Oh,
NFC, what
yes.
happened?
Super wild card weekend last weekend. And what a super wild card it was in the NFC, completely epitomizing the name of it. We had three, in my opinion, upsets over the course of the weekend in all three games with this wild card thing. We had Green Bay starting off the weekend, or sorry, Green Bay part of the weekend. They upset the Dallas Cowboys, which, classic, Stephen A. Smith gets more footage for his YouTube video that he does every year when they get eliminated where for like 15 years straight now, this man has been making fun of the Dallas Cowboys for losing when it matters most. And it continues. Upset by Jordan Love and the Packers, who, unfortunately for the rest of us, have apparently lucked into yet another Hall of Fame quarterback. Anyway, Detroit, kudos to them for the first time in 30 years. Detroit upsets the Los Angeles Rams, defeating them 24-23, sending their former quarterback Matt Stafford home as Detroit finally advances to the divisional round and gets a playoff win. Congratulations to the city of Detroit and the Lions. And third, I mentioned upsets and the Super Bowl runner-up Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. You can't fly with clipped wings, and Baker Mayfield cooked them boys
Hmm.
as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Eagles 32-9 on Monday Night Football. Baker Mayfield, part of the reason I'm saying folks is making fun of the Panthers because, he was on the Panthers last year and didn't make it past like 5 wins, let alone past the first round of the playoffs. But that's neither here nor there. Congratulations to Tampa. Continues winning their thing down there as they knock off the Eagles and upset them. And there you have it. That was the wild card. Like I said, three upsets doesn't get more wild card than that. The 7 seed beating the 2 seed, the Lions winning a playoff game, and the Bucks, who also did not belong here but play in a terrible division, said, you know what? We can beat the team that claimed to be here the most. Shocking collapses by the Eagles in Dallas, though some say Dallas
Absolutely.
not so
And then
shocking.
that 48-32, although still a gap, is not a quality snapshot of that game. It was much wider, and many of those points by the Cowboys were in mercy time.
Yeah.
It's Well, we kind of had that all over the place in the AFC, Omari. There wasn't really a close game in the bunch. There was a couple of dramatics that we had in some games, but all in all, those that started the game dominating, finished the game dominating. The first game of the weekend last week was Cleveland at Houston, and Houston showed up and stood out. They dominated 45-14. Then later on in the night, Miami at Kansas City. It is absolutely frigid temperatures here in Missouri.
Neg
Uh
30, if I
last
recall.
last week it was disgusting. I didn't want to be outside for a second to take out the trash, let alone play or watch a football game. Those folks in Kansas City uh came out in horrible degrees, and the team gave them something to root for, including a visual that will last for a long time of Patrick Mahomes' helmet shattering on impact as he stretches for a couple more yards. Kansas City wins this game 26-7 in a surprising game where Miami was never really in it. And who knows if it was the Miami Dolphins traveling to -30-degree weather, or that, that's that wind chill feels like
Yeah,
kind of vibes.
with the
But we
Polynesian
were in
quarterback.
we were in single digits. We were in single digits. Yeah,
Yeah, the
Tyreek
wind chill
did
was
not look like
negative
he was
30.
having a good time.
The wind chill, from what I recall, was negative 30.
Yeah. Moving on to Monday's game, we had Pittsburgh going into Buffalo, and Buffalo did what Buffalo should have done in this game and sent Pittsburgh home. 31-17. The snapshot from this game is not really anything that happened on the field. It is the press conference afterwards
Oh,
where, oh yeah, well, the thing that was in my orbit was Mike Tomlin absolutely shutting down a reporter. That dude did not hesitate.
I
It
remember
was
that joke.
it was beautiful. Well, what do you think about next year, given the fact that you have 1 year left on your gone, gone? just grabbed his papers and just walked.
Like, I'm not even bothering with you.
Sends Pittsburgh home from the year. But word coming out of the Steelers camp is there's already active extensions extension talk going on for the head coach over there in Pittsburgh.
Yes, I mean, the man has yet to have a losing season in 16 years.
Yeah, and likely the longest tenured in the NFL,
Oh yeah, I
I would
mean, he's a
assume.
Steelers coach. They don't fire them motherfuckers. They've had three in the history of their
Right.
franchise. I think we've had three in the past 2 years.
So that's what you got in the AFC. You had Houston, Kansas City, and Buffalo all moving on to face Baltimore next week. Omari, or this
Sir.
week. It's happening. It's happening right now.
Yes,
Uh
sir.
we got games going on all this weekend.
Yeah.
Let's break them down real quick. I'll just run through them real fast, and then we'll kind of talk about our favorites here. You got Houston going into Baltimore, and
Mm-hmm.
Green Bay going over to San Francisco on these are the
Tonight.
games today. And
Yes.
then you've got Tampa Bay going to Detroit, and Kansas
Mhm.
City going to Buffalo.
Yes,
First time
sir.
in many years that Kansas City has not hosted the AFC Championship game.
Oh shit, you're right. That's
They
at
they they,
Buffalo.
they are playing on the road. Um,
Wow.
so give me your quick thoughts on these games.
Damn. All right. So I'm rooting for Baltimore over Houston. I love me some Lamar Jackson and the
That
Ravens.
viewers would recall that was your pick many weeks ago. I believe you had Baltimore uh winning the Super Bowl this year, did you not?
Possibly. We can go back and check the tape.
I think you did. I want to say you had Philly, Baltimore, and Baltimore winning.
Gotcha. Oh, Battle of the Birds or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I gotta in lieu of that, or in light of that rather, let's go Baltimore. Also, that people are laughing at us enough. CJ Shroud, congratulations. You were the better pick. Congratulations. You can stop now. Um, Over on the other side of the NFC tonight, San Francisco versus Green Bay. For the sake of my own sanity, knowing many Bears fans, I'm gonna need Green Bay to bow out tonight. Uh, and also apparently, well, I said Philly, so Philly's out of here. Let's go Brock Purdy. Let's go Mr. Irrelevant. Let's go San Francisco. And
I mean,
for
they're completely they broke Philly,
yeah,
right? Like when you look back on the calendar year, they broke Philly.
yeah, Matt Patricia also did.
They were never the same again.
Oh, that's right. Didn't they fire the defensive coach because they lost to San Francisco? And then they had Matt Patricia for the rest of the year?
Yeah, I'm not sure on that, but I mean,
Mr. I've got a pencil in my ear, but I use an iPad. I'm not fooling anybody. Uh Tampa, Detroit, you know what? I think this is uh we all love an underdog story, right?
America loves an underdog story, Omari. Detroit is America's team this year.
Let's go, Detroit. I don't like Jared Goff because LA Ram, but you know what? He ain't do no damage to me.
And then for the final game of the weekend, somebody said, "Did you just call somebody America's team, motherfucker?" And then they kicked in the door, and Patrick
And
Mahomes put my face in poop
while
because they are not
looking
out of it
like
yet.
yeah, he said now we got bad blood. He said when it used
Right.
to be mad love.
No, yeah, that's
Oh.
their entrance music now.
Anyway, KC versus Buffalo. Oh, you know what? I'm rooting for underdog when it comes to the Lions. I don't want either team to win though. Fuck it, Buffalo, Bills
I
Mafia.
mean,
I want the
Buffalo
team.
is
Yeah,
forever an underdog. They are
yeah.
forever an underdog. They are the underdogs of all underdogs potentially. I mean, the tragedy that has
4 straight years.
come across that generation that lives in Buffalo now.
If we get a Bills Lions Super Bowl and if something's gotta give, one of you franchises
Wow.
needs a fucking bowl.
Wow, that would be amazing. That would be amazing.
I was like Clubs Cleveland team World Series. Dang it, something's gotta give. One of y'all's gotta win. This would pretty much be something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. It seems like we're gonna have Baltimore, San Francisco at this point,
I'm
but
fine with that
but
Harbaugh rematch without
anybody
Harbaugh.
it feels like after last weekend, it feels like anything's possible.
As long as it's not Chiefs
Are you
Packers,
really
and
going to be surprised if CJ
no.
does some of the nasty ass
No,
stuff that he did
because
last week?
we're the new Bears when it comes to the whole Trubisky thing. They're like Bryce Young is Mitch Trubisky to CJ Stroud's Mahomes. So I won't be surprised when CJ Stroud leads the Texans to their first Super Bowl. I just don't want it to be this year. Can we wait a year, please?
Yeah, and I
That's
don't know
all.
about the whole Jordan Love thing. Like the
The Packers aren't allowed to be a bad team. They're one of those
and
teams.
Dallas's defense was did not show up. They did not arrive to the stadium last weekend. And so like you go back and watch those highlights, so many of those throws from Jordan Love are are to a man standing in a field by himself.
Dude, the Eagles game, the defenders were running into each other.
Yeah, it was nasty. It was
Like
nasty. But
I've seen
even
breakdowns of
then
Matt Patricia's
it
play
wasn't the
calling.
problem. They didn't score. They didn't score a single touchdown. You know, to not get in the end zone in a playoff game, and you're the Philadelphia Eagles. That's
Yeah,
ugly.
yeah, Jalen Hurts, doesn't it? Anyway,
You see the shots of his fingers?
no, but I can
Oh,
imagine.
his hand was
Just
messed up.
seeing other athletes recently talk about their hands and fingers,
He's a
I can imagine.
quarterback, though. Like,
Yeah,
I think it was on his throwing hand. It looked all jacked up. I don't know. Maybe he needs the off season quicker than others. Um. So yeah. I guess there's nothing else to talk about.
yeah.
We gave our calls. That's it, guys. That's our three topics of the week. We are You Don't Watch Sports. You can also watch both of these faces doing a completely other show about other media and fun stuff that you like to watch. If you're a fan of something, Omari probably does a show about it. So check us out. That's this guy hasn't seen also on this channel. I'm gonna do the other one just for funs. You could also see Omari on another channel called Whatever We Want with the man, the myth, the legend, Super Jazz,
Super Jazz.
where they talk about whatever they want. Let the chips fall where they may every Wednesday.
Yes, sir. Tuesday is us.
I got thrown off because it showed up on Thursday this week.
It happens. YouTube's been acting up lately, been hearing about those kind of things.
Omari, what are your other socials for them to find?
I also have a Twitter and Twitch at Giotavi. That is Giotavi. Come on in, stop on by. I'm streaming a lot more in 2024.
Yeah. Still got that diamond?
Yeah.
Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop.
Still diamond. Playing other games too, so I can prolong how long I stay down.
Competitive fighting games, folks. It's a new sport.
Sir.
We're gonna need play-by-play once those
Dude, Capcom Cup's coming up soonish. I forget the exact date, but it's coming up.
Nice. We're gonna be talking about that more on You Don't Watch Sports. Have a good week, guys.
Adios.